मुझे भी देखना।
Hi everyone. In the comments of other videos, I've been getting many queries and doubts, especially from girls, regarding the type of assignments a girl gets, benefits for a girl, how difficult or easy it is for a girl to work in ONGC, which is perceived to be a bit rough and part of male-dominated oil and gas industry. So in this video, I shall try to touch upon these subtopics related to a girl or female employee in ONGC.
Women percent in ONGC, posting, office culture, assignments, accommodation, transfer, promotion, work-life balance including marriage, maternity, life beyond work, who should and who should not join ONGC, and future for girls. Frankly speaking, ONGC treats male and women employees equal in terms of responsibilities as well as opportunities.
But with that being said, for all practical reasons, ONGC does take necessary considerations wherever required to make a female employee comfortable enough.
कितने औरत थे?
It is not difficult for anyone to guess that numbers are less only, but you know this, it is not limited to just ONGC. Women are underrepresented across the spectrum, across all the sectors. For example, in our country, 49% of population which is of female is represented by just 14% women MP in parliament. Actually, let alone ONGC or any other PSU, women in general makes only 20% of total working force in India. Yes, just 20%. And you know what? Out of that also 60% of working women are in agricultural sector. Well, without bombarding you with more facts and figures, let me just say that expectedly, women percentage is further less in oil and gas industry, and that is around 7%, which is much below global average of 22%. Talking about ONGC, it has got 2,500 female employees who are proudly contributing to the energy security of the nation, and this makes around 7.5% of ONGC's total workforce. With recent policy shift in recruitment drive, these numbers are going to rise only. Even then, a lot is to be done to bridge the gender gap. By the way, the reason of limited participation is not very difficult to understand. Number one, not many girls continue with their higher education, which is very essential to compete for these PSU jobs. Those who are from science and engineering background would relate to this, that percentage of girls in college are very less, around 20-30%, and also it is not uniformly distributed. It is very underrepresented in case of many departments. Number two, particularly for ONGC, there is an image that this is a very rough industry, and part of such image building has come from how TV news only shows some pictures as if only those types of jobs are there in ONGC. And also many videos on YouTube also just talk about how difficult life is there at drill site. It goes without saying that some of these narratives are very one-sided. Think for a while, even a hospital has many departments. Not everyone is neither a doctor nor everybody does some sort of low-end job. So even in ONGC, clearly there are many departments where girls are working very comfortably. Posting, like any other employee, they can get posted in asset, basin and institute. For details on the location of posting, you may watch this video. A lot of query has come on whether they get posted in office or in field. Do they get posted in offshore? To answer this question, let me just say, today a girl can deliver as much as a boy can do. So there is no work profile in ONGC that cannot be done and that is not being done. Decades ago, even when girls wanted, they were not posted in offshore condition. But now there are girls who are raising the bar and they are being allowed to take on all sorts of responsibilities. Having said that, even now when we talk about equality, like boys, not every girl is equally daring, comfortable, or simply put ready enough to take up these challenges. So ONGC does not force any girl to take a posting which is not very comfortable for her. This is why majority of girls even now are posted in offices only. Office culture. There is nothing gender specific here. As far as dress code is concerned, formal dress for girl in office is recommended, but there is no hard and fast dress or color code, at least at practical level. Yes, during field visit, like anybody else, even a girl has to wear necessary safety outfit like dongri, safety shoes, and helmet. Accommodation.
If your posting location is not in your hometown, you will have to stay in colony, DSA, or you can stay outside.
When a girl joins ONGC for an office assignment, which is the most likely scenario, colony accommodation is given to her. If she is staying as a bachelor, B type quarter is given, which is basically a 2 BHK setup, but as a bachelor, the quarter is shared by another girl. As a bachelor, family is stationed at hometown and accordingly HRA is not deducted. But if she chooses to stay as a family or with family, complete quarter is given to her. Another thing, this is not gender specific, but with promotion, quarter type keeps on upgrading from B to C to D, etc., which is increasingly more spacious and better equipped and tad bit luxurious too. Transfer. For transfer, girls' requests for transfer to certain location based on proper ground are given enough consideration. If girl is married within ONGC, both husband and wife are transferred to the same location if it is not requested otherwise. Even if husband is working in some other organization, girls are given transfer on this ground in many cases when possible. Training. Apart from GT induction training, which is for everyone who joins ONGC, they get reservation in training. Yes, any training on technical or non-technical topics, women are given due representation in each of them. Also, there are some training programs especially designed for female employees for their professional growth. Similarly, there is a provision in selection panel also. For recruitment, a selection panel is constituted. Nomination of senior women executive in all selection panel is must. Promotion or career growth. Unlike their male counterparts, female employees have additional biological responsibilities. I'm talking about maternity and child raising. So they have to go on extended leaves for maternity and child raising. But ONC does make sure that for women, promotion is not affected by all these. But one can easily point finger and say that women are very less at the top. Well, that's true for many companies. This is just because there are very less number right from the beginning, right from the joining. And then not every woman continues to stay ambitious and career driven due to responsibilities from family, and also they do not compete with male counterpart in many cases. These are very complex situation. Let's not go there. But I have seen many highly competent female colleagues who are brilliant at their job. So ONGC does make sure they get promoted to various posts of high responsibility, including departmental heads, asset bashin, institute heads, even up to directors. Currently, Srimati Alka Mittal is ONGC's Director HR. We can proudly say that not many PSUs have female representation at such a high level. Now coming to a very important topic, work-life balance, which is extremely important for everyone, but it is far more important for a woman employee. According to a survey, women in PSU are much more satisfied. A big part of reason is that women are deliberately made comfortable in many ways. Beyond just the work, there are several activities they participate in. Sports, cultural activities, joining in territorial army. It's like serving the nation in more than one ways. Expedition. In recent past, ONGC team became the first corporate to scale the highest point on the planet, that is Mount Everest. And you know what? In the team, 2 lady officers were part of that successful campaign, and this certainly speaks volumes about the courage and ability of women working in ONGC. On personal front, there are many things which are being comforted by ONGC. Now, marriage. I don't mean to generalize this, but I've seen development of many relationships within work center, which has eventually translated into love marriages. Obviously, 99% of them were intercaste, interreligion, interstate. Such couple are casually named as part of DIG, double income group. quite understandably, there is no better situation than this, as their spouses get to live together, earn together, and go on transfer together. You will be glad to know that there is a proper system in place, like dedicated page on one of the internal websites of ONGC, especially for matchmaking and finding potential partner within the organization, where one can post proper matrimonial details and aspirational specifics of potential spouses. But needless to say, like anywhere else, girls have upper hands. They have a lot more options and liberty to choose out of many proposals due to the skewed number ratio. Medical benefits. This is well known that all regular employees and their dependents are provided free medical facility. This is one of the best facility in the ONGC. But here, in case of girls, they have extra liberty to choose her own parents or choose her parents-in-law as medically dependent ones, unlike a boy who can choose only his own parents for this purpose. Of course, husband and kids up to 18 are also dependent if they fulfill certain conditions. Maternity leaves.
ONGC makes a woman employee pretty comfortable during her beautiful process of maternity.
Not with just a free medical facility, but also with 180 days of maternity leave, which is granted during her pregnancy, delivery, or a bit after that. For male counterpart, the paternity leave is just for 15 days. There is more to come. 720 days of paid CCL. Childcare leave is also there to be availed till babies have turned 18. This is for, as the name suggests, to take care of children during sickness or other responsibilities attached to raising them. Child education. ONGC has schools like Shisu Bihar schools, Kendriya Vidyalaya at most of its work center. So at many times, education of kid is also quite manageable within the campus itself. Forums for female. There are dedicated forums which are to listen to women's issue. WDF. This is a committee of all employed women chaired by a senior most women employee at that posting location. UMS. ONGC Official Mahila Samiti. UMS is for the wives of working male employee. This is chaired by the wife of senior most male employee. For example, the wife of asset manager for an asset. As a responsible organization, ONGC has zero tolerance towards any bad behavior. This is why there is a strong provision for prevention of sexual harassment at workplace. So there is this ICC, Internal Complaint Committee. In this, a woman can lodge a complaint against any ill treatment by boss, colleague, or subordinates, or in case of sexual harassment in any form, be it some sort of unwelcome move or some sexually colored remarks. So should a girl join ONGC? You see, ONGC has many departments where female employees are contributing comfortably, like research and development, geoscience, engineering, medical, HR, finance, data analytics, computer science, etc. Even in the departments like drilling and mechanical, which is supposed to be a bit rough, women have certain set of jobs at office level and they are doing it perfectly. Now, more important question, who should not join ONGC? I'm talking about girls. As you can see for yourself, not all the posting locations of ONGC are at desirable locations, be it within India or abroad. So if you don't like transfer and relocating enough often, it is not for you. Also, the assignments you are going to handle is equally important. One should know the job profile clearly before joining ONGC. After all, it is an oil and gas company. However hard it may try, it cannot be completely sophisticated like a software company, because ONGC's core operation is in the field. That's where oil is extracted. So see if earth science and activities related to your job is interesting enough to keep you going, not just for a year or two, but for decades. So joining ONGC and then claiming that I don't like this, I don't like that should not be the case. That's outrightly wrong, and in many ways, in my opinion, it's cheating, as your half-hearted contribution is not good for you and it is definitely worse for the company. Future for girls. Like everywhere else, even in ONGC, the role of lady officer is only going to improve in big ways. As the girls have started raising the bar, they have stopped confining themselves to the desk assignments only, and they are now doing everything what was previously considered as only for boys. ONGC is trying to be one of the most aspiring place to work, even for women. So all these initiatives and improved focus on recruiting more girls in the future, more and more girls are likely to get this golden opportunity to be part of this Maharatna PSU, be an energy soldier and serve the nation. Jai Hind.